Students, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian and I'm streaming to you live from sunny Budapest. I hope everybody is having a healthy and productive week so far. Today we are looking at IELTS Task 2 Writing for perfect scores, what you need to do to get that band 9 result in the task 2 writing. This lesson works and is applicable to both the academic and the general module. The structure of the task 2 response in both of the versions of the IELTS exam are quite similar. This lesson, the chat is for members. You can become a member by clicking the join button beside the subscribe button. Of course, everybody is welcome to watch. And then in 90 minutes, we will have an all-chat class focusing on listening parts 1 and 2. While we wait for some of our members to join in, this lesson is presented to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Check us out there. That's academicenglishhelp.com. And for the general version of the test, do check us out at gieltshelp.com. That's generalieltshelp.com. On both of these websites, we have loads and loads of materials for you. I'll quickly show these to you. This is our academic website here with the blue background. You can click that big red button to join the premium package. And this here is our general version of the website with the green background. You can click that big red button to join there, get access to over 100 hours of video lessons, fully interactive course, as well as original practice exams, help with the speaking, writing section, blogs, forums for your questions to interact with other students. So loads and loads of help. We help thousands of students every day increase their English communication and band scores. So check us out on these websites. Hi, Ferdovs. Hi, Preeti. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are the two of you? Getting back to our lesson. You can get our apps, Academic IELTS Help, General IELTS Help, from your app stores. You can link those apps to your web accounts as well. Hi, Mahesh. Hi, Tito. Nice to see more members coming into the class. Again, for everyone, you can send me an email, Adrian, A-D-R-I-A-N, at ahelp.com if you have questions about the exam or about our products. For our books, you can get our exam books in hardcover or digital formats as well from Amazon. Search for A Helps Academic IELTS and G Helps General IELTS. So lots and lots of help. Hi, Kesey. Long time no see. I'm happy to have you in class, as always. Hi, Preeti, Tito. Good to have you in the class. All right, everyone. So today we'll start this task 2 writing, followed by, again, listening part 1 and 2 for everybody. Then, of course, tomorrow we'll finish the task 2 that we start today, and we will continue with listening parts 3 and 4 as well. Then on Saturday, speaking part 1 for members and reading for everyone. So that's how we'll finish up the week. Boomi, Roshni, nice to see lots of members in the class now. So we'll get right into the question for today. All right, so students, again, always when you get to the task 2, kind of clear your mind. Remember that you just finished your task 1. Students, I definitely suggest practicing full writing sections at home before your IELTS exam. I haven't really talked about this in these live classes in the past, but a lot of students, what they do is they write a task 1, then they take a break, and then write a task 2, maybe even wait a whole day. Task 1, task 2 are quite different, so it's good to do a full 1 hour writing section. Okay, so keep this tip in mind. This is a really important tip, especially as you get closer to your official exam. Now, I know that because of the COVID-19 situation, a lot of the exams have been postponed, or actually all of them. So it is a good time to get in some extra study while you're at home. Okay, so tip number 1 here is make sure to do full writing section practice. This means write a task 1 in 20 minutes, followed by a task 2 in 40 minutes, no more than 60 minutes, because that's all the time you have in the real exam, and they will stop you, so you don't have even an extra 30 seconds. Okay, it's really important to do that. So task 1 is either an expository or narrative essay, depending on academic or general module respectively. And task 2 is a persuasive essay. Okay, so if you're doing the general IELTS, then you're going to do a narrative essay where you're basically writing a story, a narration, right? A letter, an email. And if you're writing for the academic IELTS, then your first essay will be expository, explaining a graph or a chart. And then after the 20 minutes, you have to really quickly and efficiently switch gears. So switch your mind into writing this task 2 persuasive essay. And that takes practice, okay? It's really, really important to practice this, writing 20 minutes for an expository essay and then writing 40 minutes for a persuasive essay. Is that clear, students? Elena, Ashish, Bhumi, Roshni? Is it clear what I'm saying here about practicing full writing sections and not just a task 1 and then a task 2? Okay, like an hour or a day later, all right? How many of you do this? So if you do this, that's great. If you don't, please do it. How many? So members, do you practice writing task 1, task 2, one right after the other? Do you do this at least, let's say, once a week? Where you sit down, you write a task 1, and then right away you write a task 2? Do you do that? Ferdov says nope. Okay, so Ferdovs, you got to do it. Okay. Bhumi says, yes, I do it. Good job, Bhumi. All right. So, yeah, definitely do it, students. Definitely do it. Okay. All right. So let's focus in on our question. Ashish, good. I'm happy to hear it. All right. Here we go. Read with me. Read carefully. Don't rush reading the question, okay? This is not a reading passage. This is your task 2 question. So read the task 2 question slower than you're reading the reading passages, okay? It's only a couple sentences, but you really have to understand it. So you should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Many people do not pay enough attention to their mental and physical well-being. What are the causes of this? Support your opinion with explanations and examples and provide possible solutions. Okay, so let's paraphrase this. Okay, Preeti, yeah, so definitely practice that, right? Okay, students, so first step, let's paraphrase this. Let's paraphrase this. Write this in your own words, just so we know what the question is, the nature of this question, maybe get some ideas flowing, some vocabulary that could be useful. Okay, so let's paraphrase. That should always be your first step, especially when practicing at home. So number 1, paraphrase. Okay. So here we go. I'll do the same and then we'll compare it. All right. Let's see what you come up with. This is what I've come up with. So let me make a quick correction here. Lots of individuals neglect their mental and physical health. What leads to this situation and what are some solutions? Give support to your perspective and provide examples. All right, so this question is the same as this one here with some different words. So not pay enough attention. Another way to say that is neglect. Okay. Mental, physical well-being can be paraphrased as mental and physical health. All right. Now I paraphrased the full question. So even this other part here, what are the causes of this and possible solutions? I put this into one question. What leads to this situation and what are some solutions? And then with explanations and examples. So give support to your perspective and provide examples, okay? And I'm paying attention to these key pronouns like your and your. Boomy says, majority of individuals are not conscientious about their psyche and physical health. What reasons are there for this trend? Give some examples and explanations to support your answers and suggest solutions. Boomy, nice, okay? Instead of conscious, I would conscious is okay, Boomy. Conscientious is maybe a little bit better. They're very close, those two words. Preeti says, several individuals are not aware about their mental and physical health. What are the reasons of this? And give possible solutions. Good. Elena says, several individuals neglect their mental and physical health. What are the reasons of this ignorance? Defend, not defense, defend your view with justifications and examples, comma, and offer possible solutions. Elena, not bad. Just careful with your word form. Instead of defense, it's defend. Defend. It's a verb. Okay. For Dobbs, many individuals are not. Careful with your be verbs, students. That's the second one I'm seeing like that. So again, for Dobbs, many individuals are not concerned adequately about their mental and physical health. What are the reasons for this? And provide solutions. Don't forget that part for Dobbs, the provide solutions. All right, Elena, good. Yeah, students, when you catch what I'm giving you as feedback, if you say okay or got it, it helps me a little bit to make sure that you're on par. Roshni says, most individuals are careless about their health and mental well-being. What is the origin of this? Okay, good, Roshni. Kisi Zhang says, some individuals negatively respond to their mental and physical health. Okay. Yeah, Kisi, I would change the wording there. It's not clear that way. So some individuals are neglectful of their mental and physical health. What leads to this and what are some solutions? Okay, Berdov's good. Rodrigo says individuals do not attend to their own welfare. What are the reasons for this? Welfare can be one word, Rodrigo. Do not attend or do not pay attention, but do not catch their own attention. It's unclear. Okay, it's not correct English. So careful with that, Rodrigo. All right, students. So when we read this question, when we paraphrase this question, what do we notice, members, about this question? So what kind of a question is this? And it's really important to identify this quickly, clearly, so that you can respond well and put together a good essay. What type of a question is this? What is it called when you have this type of question? What are the causes of this? Give possible solutions. This type of question is called, Let's see if some of you come up with the same answer. So this is an open-ended question, meaning you can have many possible answers, okay, as opposed to closed questions like, do you agree or disagree? Okay, so if it's a do you agree or disagree question, it's basically a closed question because you either agree or you disagree. But here, it's an open question. You can have a lot of different answers, so you need to be really careful when you're making your choices. Okay, so it's an open question, and it's causes and solutions. So okay, what's the topic? So it's a causes and solutions open question, right? Open question. And what's the topic? What are we talking about? What are we specifically targeting or discussing here? And then, of course, my next question, as many of you know, will be the controlling idea. Right? It's important to identify that it's an open question because it's easy to get lost in open questions. Sometimes students choose some really strange answers when they get an open question, and the essay really falls apart. Okay. Okay, the topic is mental and physical well-being, yes, or mental and physical health, sure. Yeah. So mental and physical health. And what's the controlling idea? So what are we discussing in relationship to this topic? You'll probably figure out that it is the causes and solutions for neglecting mental and physical health. Okay, sure. So let's go through the brainstorming really quickly. What's the first question that I should ask? So doing brainstorming, doing good critical thinking, what is the first question I should ask? And Bhumi, for Dovs, Elena, it's good. Okay, you've identified the controlling idea as well. So what's the first question I should ask? What is the first question I should ask? And it's really important to go through these steps of critical thinking, right? So this is step 3. Step 2 was the topic and the controlling idea. So brainstorming means critically thinking of the topic and controlling ideas. Okay, so what is the first question that I ask? Yeah, very good, Elena. Very good for Dobbs. So it's not, Roshni, it's not why, it's what. First, let's start with the what. So what is mental and physical health? So Roshni, Preeti, don't jump over the what question on the topic. Students, it's really important to ask the what question about the topic because we have to make sure that your reader and you are thinking about the same idea. It's the topic, right? We have to make sure that you're thinking about the same topic. So what is mental and physical health? Can you answer that for me? What is your, and this is, of course, the definition. Thanks, Roshni. I'm glad that you got it. Pretty good. Yeah, the feedback is important, students. It's much better if I know that you're picking up these points, because Preeti, Roshni, if you don't think about the topic, what it is, it's easy to miss it in the background, and it's easy to go off topic and to write strange ideas. So you have to go step by step here. Now, when you practice this, of course, it goes quickly. It's fast, okay? So what is mental and physical health? In your own words, define that for me. Give me your definition. Let's make sure that we're on the same page. So Elena says it's the ability to cope with day-to-day life. Interesting, Elena. I'm not sure. I see, Elena. Before that, you wrote physical well-being consists of the ability to perform physical activities and carry out social roles, whereas mental health refers to someone's mental state, like how the person feels. Okay, Elena, not bad, but try to summarize that in a simpler sentence. So a really important tip here, students, when you're defining, okay? So when you define the topic, do it as concise as possible. Okay, so few words. All right. Let's see if somebody can come up with a little bit more of a precise definition here for us. Ferdov says, so mental health is emotional well-being. Yeah, so mental health is a generally happy and satisfied mood, right? So if we're generally feeling happy and satisfied, we can be considered mentally healthy, right? You can also say in control of one's feelings. These definitions are also a great way to practice not only your thinking, your critical thinking, but also your English, right? So Bhumi says, is it a state where people do not suffer from physical and mental health? That's the negative, Bhumi. So defining the positive through negative is not a good approach, okay, Bhumi? So here's another tip, students, for this. I'm taking my time a little bit here because often being accurate in these small steps is the key to the greater success in your communication and, of course, your IELTS scores. So avoid defining the topic from the contra or negative perspective. So, for example, okay, mental health is when people do not feel sad. Okay, so this is wrong, or this is a poor definition, I should say. It's not wrong, this is a poor definition. Instead, look for the positive. It is when people feel happy. Okay, is that clear? Oh, Bhumi, good. Okay, I see that you said, okay, that's clear, right? We tend to do that sometimes. Sometimes we have difficulty thinking of how to explain a concept or a topic from the positive perspective. So we jump to explain it from the negative, but that's usually a weak concept or a weak argument, and it can be very difficult to understand for the listener. So always look to define from the positive side or perspective, okay? So Charlie Sen says feeling confident is positive mental health. Yeah, if we want to get a little bit more technical about mental health, we can also say that having a strong self-esteem and image is positive mental health. So again, I like to teach vocabulary as you know it. Self-esteem, this is a good word to know here. Self-esteem means that you value yourself. You feel that you're a valuable person, member of society. You have confidence. So Charlie, good. Yeah, self-esteem. In psychology, that's usually what we refer to it, but it is everyday language, okay? So if somebody feels really depressed and like they're not worth anything, then we often say, hey, careful, you know, you have self-esteem. Just believe in yourself, okay? So we've got a good definition there for mental health. What is the definition of physical health? Okay, so it's mental and physical health. What would be the definition of physical health? Give me a nice, concise answer for that. I saw a couple of answers, but still no great answers for this one. Okay, Tito says physical health is defined as a person having good health and do anything he wants, like work or play games. Okay, it's not bad. Ferdov says physical health is active lifestyle, diet, fit, and absence of disease. Yeah, that's the negative, right? The absence of disease for Dobbs. So physical health means that a person's metabolism and vital signs function appropriately for their given age, gender, and height. Okay, so that's if I'm getting really technical, right? Physical health means that we have the heart rate, our digestion works, our muscle structure, our weight to height ratio. It's all within the normal or the expected parameters for our age and gender, right? Think about, so students, when I think about physical health, just think about, so this is where your visualization comes in, right? So visualize, how does a doctor assess your physical health? Okay. So if you think about the doctor and you think about, well, how does a doctor measure my physical health? What do? They put in their stethoscope, right? They listen to your heartbeat. They measure your pulse. They measure your blood pressure. They measure your height. They measure your weight. And they basically look at an index that says, hey, okay, a 40-year-old man who's 180 centimeters tall, and weighs 80 kilograms should have a blood pressure of, a heart rate of, and a good immune system, right, Charlie? Yeah, okay. So, strong immune system. So those are some words that we can write down, right? Strong metabolism, good immune system, strong muscles, appropriate weight. All right, good. Okay, so we've talked about the definition for the topic. This is a really important one. Now, why is mental and physical health important? Okay, we can get onto that, but let's get into our controlling ideas, okay? So for now, it's enough to have just the what for the topic. Now we want to go to our controlling ideas. What's the first question that I can ask here? Yeah, Preeti, exactly. Good vital signs. So strong immune system, good vital signs. All right. What's the question that I should ask for the controlling ideas? Let's hop back a little bit here. Remember the controlling idea, the causes and solutions for neglecting mental and physical health. So, what's the first question that I should ask? So let's forget about the topic, Elena. Let's go to the controlling ideas. The reason why is because, Elena, when we ask the what, why, how for the controlling ideas, it will answer the why and how for the mental and physical health also. So in this case, we only really need to focus on the what. Always answer the what question for the topic. Sometimes you don't have to worry too much about the why and the how for the topic, just because it can be covered by the controlling ideas. Okay, so Tito says, what are the causes? So Tito, full sentence. What are the causes for neglecting? Sure. Okay. Now, students, this is where you want to stop for a second, and here's my next tip. Okay. When you have an open question like this, so especially for open questions, think and work hard to identify the top 3 reasons. Okay. Think, if I asked 100 people this question, what would most of them answer? Okay. So what are the causes for neglecting mental and physical health? What do you think would be the top answers? Yeah, and good. I see that Elena and Roshni also figured that out. Again, Tito, full question always, right? Yeah, Boomy, it's the 9 of 10 strategy. So sometimes students answer quickly, but then they realize, hey, wait a second, that's maybe only like a 5th or 6th kind of answer. So Tito Bati says age. Okay, Tito, I don't know if you work out or if you exercise or not, but let me just, for example, say, okay, Tito, why do you not pay attention to your physical or mental health? What would be your most likely answer? I'm not sure if it would be age. Okay. Mahesh, I don't think it would be reducing lifespan. I think that's the result of it. Okay. So Roshni says time constraints. Okay. Charlie Sen says laziness, procrastination, wasting money on counseling sessions. Okay, again, Charlie, focus your thoughts. I think laziness is probably one. Okay, so lack of time, laziness. Okay. Preeti, I don't think, again, if you asked 100 people, I don't think that most of them would answer that they don't pay attention to their mental health because of the loss of a person or someone, right? So you can guess this also from how many of you are giving the same answers. So Preeti Yogi says hectic work schedule. Elena says too busy. So notice how Elena, Preeti, Kisi, Tito, and Ferdovs all says working too much, right? So instead of lack of time, too much work. Okay? Or too busy with work. Seems to be a popular answer, right? Tito, financial burden. Possible. Okay. And let's see. And Ferdov says entertainment. Okay. So, What are the causes of neglecting mental and physical health? We have a couple of good ideas here for sure. Too busy with work, financial burden, laziness, distraction with entertainment. Okay. So, what's the next question? Why? Why do people neglect their mental and physical health? Now, this, we don't want the same answers as the what, right? Okay, so give me some different answers here. So it's not the causes, but why? Why do you think, so let's put aside the cause here. Why would I neglect my physical and mental health and not really care about it? Why would I do that? Okay. So before we get to the how can we solve these, this is kind of an interesting question here as well, is why would I do that? So, okay, I don't have enough time and all of this, but why do it? Okay, Charlie Sen says procrastination. Roshni says no proper guidelines. Okay, what I would say here is lack of foresight. Foresight, yeah, like that. Lack of foresight and able to survive. So what I'm saying here, okay, and yes, Tito, exactly. So lack of awareness as well. So people neglect their mental and physical health because they're not thinking about the future, right? And because they're still able to survive. If we had to go, and this is again a lot of the visualization. So here, members, I'm really working hard to train your thinking as well for these questions so you can come up with some stellar answers to get those high band scores. So we're able to survive these days even when we're not physically fit, right? So we can work from the computer, we can do jobs that don't require physical or mental strength, we still get food, we still get medical attention. So we're not pressured or we're not forced into being mentally and physically fit. But guess what? Now, when I go running, I just saw so many people on the running track where I usually go. Of course, now with the coronavirus, so many sports facilities and recreation centers are closed, so people don't have many options, so a lot of people are going running. But also I see a lot of people running that I don't think did it before. They just probably started in this last 1 or 2 weeks. And I think it's because a lot of people now realize that the immune system and physical and mental health are really important, because if there's a sudden virus outbreak in the world or a sudden pressure that's unexpected from society, then we have to be able to rely on the strength of our own bodies and minds. And for that, we have to stay fit. So I think a lot of people are now waking up to the importance of mental and physical health. That was a little bit of a side lesson there as well, but it's definitely lack of foresight and the ability to survive, okay? So how is mental and physical health neglected? Okay, just some quick answers here so we move along. Okay, so people sit and eat unhealthy foods. And so that's for physical, of course. and mental. People do not socialize enough face to face. They do not exercise and eat healthy. They do not express their emotions. Okay, so those are the hows. All right. Absolutely, Roshni. Sedentary, not sedimentary. Okay, Roshni, sedimentary is a different word. The word that you're looking for, Roshni, is called sedentary. Sedentary, sorry. Lifestyle. So, Roshni, it's spelled like this, sedentary. For those of you who are not familiar with that word, sedentary means does not move around. Okay, sedentary lifestyle. Okay, introverted, Boomy, yeah, that could be for mental. Okay, all right. So what are the solutions? Of course, exercise and diet, as well as community, family, support, and communication. All right. So I had to speed us up here a little bit so we can get to the thesis. Yes, Elena, being a couch potato, not potato couch, Elena. So, Elena, it's couch potato. Okay? Not potato couch, couch potato. All right? Please remember that, all right, for the future. Okay, so thesis statement. Students, based on this information, please come up with your thesis statement. So again, before you write your thesis statement, it's always a good idea to read the original question one more time. Many people do not pay enough attention to their mental and physical well-being. What are the causes of this? Support your opinion with explanations, examples, and provide possible solutions. Okay, so you can use words from your paraphrasing here. The causes we said are too busy with work, financial burden, laziness, distraction with entertainment. Okay, and solutions we said are exercise, diet, and healthy communication. So give me a nice thesis statement using all of this visualization and critical thinking. All right? Okay, good, Elena. I'm glad you picked that up. Okay, so couch potato. First the couch, then the potato. All right. Couch potato specifically in English, that expression means it's a person who sits on the couch and usually watches TV or plays video games sitting on the couch. Spends a lot of time sitting on their couch. Quite possibly eating potato chips and drinking beer. Okay, so thesis statement. Students, thesis statement. Let's see it. I'm going to start writing my thesis statement and then we'll compare. I'm going to be doing this a little bit quietly so I don't distract you. Okay. All right. Let's see what you've come up with. So, Charlie, it sounds like you're writing the introduction. Just looking for the thesis, okay? So, Charlie's writing a good mental and physical health plays a pivotal role in a person's success in life. Charlie, that would be the importance of the question. So, why are we discussing this? In the background, good mental and physical health plays a pivotal role in a person's success in life. That I would write for the background, okay? Despite this, people are inadvertently neglecting their mental and physical health. Again, Charlie, that's still just the background. Elena says, lack of resources to maintain a sound body and mind and living a busy life are two key reasons people do not pay attention to their mental and physical well-being. I think the solutions for these are prioritizing exercise as well as eating healthy foods. Elena, that's good, okay? It's a 2-sentence thesis. It works. I like it. Just a couple of slight grammar mistakes, but otherwise you're on the right track. Boomy says the main reasons for neglecting mental and physical health are a hectic lifestyle and laziness. However, these problems can be mitigated by time management and a healthy diet. Very nice, Boomy. I like it. Okay, that works. Watch your parallel grammar. So our hectic lifestyle and frequent laziness, maybe, Boomy. So if you have an adjective noun, your second point, the laziness, needs an adjective as well. Okay, so adjective noun. Always work to have the parallel grammar. Roshni says, the origins of people neglecting their mental and physical health are either being too busy in work or with entertainment. Roshni, too busy, T-O-O, not T-O, T-O-O. Too busy with work and entertainment. That works, Roshni, as a parallel grammar, even though you retracted that, because too busy with work, too busy with entertainment. Okay, so that is parallel grammar. Kisi says having financial burden and working overtime are the common reasons that lead people to neglect their mental and physical health. However, these can be solved by exercise and eating healthy foods. Kisi, there's one critical mistake with that thesis, okay? This is kind of tricky, but financial burden, so working overtime is almost synonymous with financial burden. So this was kind of, I know, Kesey, this was kind of a trap by me. A couple of you, I think, got it. So your thesis points must be unique. Okay, so these are not, Kesey. The reason why people work overtime most of the time is because they want to make more money and have less financial burden. So working overtime, why? To make more money. Why? Because we have financial burden. So these 2 points are not exclusive. They're not unique enough to write 2 body paragraphs. Is that clear, Kesey? Same with laziness and entertainment. So entertainment often is a type of laziness. So you couldn't write a thesis that reads, the reason people neglect their health is because of laziness and spending too much time with entertainment. These are the same ideas said differently. If I'm watching TV all day, I'm being entertained. At the same time, I'm being lazy. So this is just 1 body paragraph. You can't write that as 2 body paragraphs because they're not completely exclusive. Okay, so when you write your points, students, it's really, really important that they're exclusive. Working too much and being lazy. Those are clearly 2 different points, right? So that works. Is that clear for everybody? So Kesey, I'm glad you got that, but that's a kind of a trap I think a lot of students might fall into. And then when they start writing their second body paragraph, they realize, oh man, it's like I'm repeating my last body paragraph. Ooh, what's gonna happen? If you feel that way, then cross out the body paragraph, fix your thesis, and write a different body paragraph. Okay, so your thesis points should always be clearly unique, right? Roshni says, yes, I got it. Okay, that was an important one, not just for Kesey. So Kesey, thank you for that mistake because it shows a very important lesson. Okay, so make sure they're different. By the way, in college and university, an essay can do really badly if the professor catches this mistake. They'll put a big circle in the thesis and they'll go, these are not exclusive arguments. Okay, so you got to be careful. All right, Elena, got you. Good. You picked that up. Charlie, yep. Yes, Boomy. Good. Excellent. All right. So here is my thesis statement. The most common causes for people to neglect their mental and physical health are work and entertainment. I just kept it really simple. So sometimes students in your thesis, you don't have to qualify or define the points in great detail. So you don't have to write are too much work and too much entertainment, people being lazy. You can just simply say are work and entertainment. So the most common causes for people to neglect their mental and physical health are work and entertainment. Remember, I have two body paragraphs which can give further details to these points. Okay, so at this point, the reader just knows that it's going to be something about work, something about entertainment, and waits for me to write those body paragraphs to explain that in more detail. I don't have to write a really complex concept into the thesis. And the solutions are better time and diet management. Okay, so that's all I have. It's actually quite a simple thesis if you think about it. It's just 2.5 lines. It's maybe about, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 27 words, which is fine. Okay, so is that clear, this thesis? Again, work on keeping your thesis concise and clear. Okay, you don't have to overword your thesis. Okay, is that thesis clear for everybody? Elena, Roshni, Boomy, Ferdabs, if you're still here? Yeah? Okay. All right, so you can see where that thesis is going. You can see how I'm going to develop that in the essay. Okay. All right, students, members, you've done a great job so far. For homework, please complete the introductory paragraph. Okay, because we're going to use that tomorrow. So homework, complete the introductory paragraph so we can start with the body paragraphs tomorrow. Okay? You don't have to send it to me, but just have it ready for class so that we can get the hook, the background, and then we can use these thesis statements, and then we'll get into structuring and writing the body paragraphs and the conclusion. Okay, good. I'm glad everybody picked that up. That's great. Fantastic. Hopefully I will see all of you in the next class coming up in 30 minutes, listening section practice. And again, for all of our viewers, make sure to join our premium package at aehelp.com for academic IELTS and gieltshelp.com for general. I'll give you a coupon code. Use the code R4TYJ and you'll get a 20% discount. Okay, so if you use that code on the websites, you'll get that discount, and then just link your apps. You'll get full access to the apps and the websites. So R4TYJ. That's it for this class. Tomorrow we'll finish up this Task 2 essay. And coming up in 30 minutes, listening section, parts 1 and 2. Yes, Elena, stay healthy, everybody. Work on being Strong physically and mentally. Remember, for a good immune system, students, it's important that you're happy. Your mood is also happy, okay? It's also very important. You don't want to be stressed, okay? Stress is really hard on the immune system. So stay calm, get a good night's sleep. Sleep is really important for the immune system as well, okay? Get your vitamins. Bye for now, everyone. See you shortly.